Adam Small here again from My Music Masterclass, and we have yet another review for you. Fesley just sent us their FME1000 multi-effects unit, and we're gonna try it out today and tell you what we think. But before we get to it, we have to do the disclaimer, which we always do on this channel. Fesley did send us this product in exchange for this video review, but they didn't tell us to say anything specific or coach us in any way. We are always unbiased on this channel, and this video will be unbiased as well. So for those of you who have watched the channel before, you may know Jake Moses, who's my partner in musical crimes in Los Angeles and a good friend of mine and an excellent guitarist. Well, Jake's gonna be doing this review today, and he's gonna take this unit through the paces. So let's go to Los Angeles.
So this thing's cool. It's the Fesley FME1000. Pop this bad boy on. I love this thing because when I practice, I usually practice acoustic because I just don't feel like dealing with amps and electronics. I'm just like usually tired after work. But this thing kind of changes that game for me personally. This is kind of why I like it. So essentially I use a real amplifier into my computer so I can use the actual amplifier head. I use cab, like digital cabs. The tech is getting better and better for that, which makes sense because now here you have an entire $300, mind you, pedal system. So it's multi-effects, amp modeler, and you have the cab. A while ago, this would always just sound awful. Even if you had like a normal multi-effects unit that you would plug into an amp that you would just use instead of having like a pedal board. Like I have like a Line 6, there was a ton of them. They're great. They were great for like church gigs, little small gigs, so you wouldn't have to bring a pedal board. You could bring a small amp, pop that thing in. It sounded fine, especially if you know how to play well enough to kind of, you don't mess with too many crazy effects. Because a lot of that stuff sounds very digital. And you lose like, it's like a weird high end. You kind of know what I mean. It doesn't sound right. I'm assuming this will be a lot better, but I'm also assuming at this price point, because this isn't like a Kemper system that's like $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, where you're getting it legitimately coded from like masters of that stuff, because there's people that code that stuff for tours, because you can really get detailed in those systems. But this is a $300 pedal, plug and play. So here it is. Turn it on. I'm gonna actually reset. So I mean, again, super intuitive. You got a value knob. That's gonna be like your menu selector. And then of course it's a press activated thing. So I'm gonna reset this thing. Just because I don't know what the heck I did with it. I probably did some dumb stuff. Because I'm literally just farting around with it. But yeah, so it's gonna restart. Back to factory settings. So right off the bat, these two lights. This is gonna be your digital world. You could turn them on and off. This would be a setting where I'm not using the amp, I'm not using the cabs, because you have an amplifier and you have a cab, right? In this setting, it's just a guitar pedal. So say I don't have a cab and I have an amp head, okay? So I wouldn't use the amp, but I'd want to emulate a cab. You could set the outputs separately. So like right now, the cab is actually going left and right. You could see left and right on. So like I have them going out to my Zoom H6. So I don't have any speakers or anything. I'm not hooked into an amp. I'm not hooked into a cab. I'm just going headphone into this unit with a guitar plugged in. That's it. So I'm going to need an amp and a cab. And the cool thing is I have them both outputting left and right to this Zoom H6. So you're going to get a full, and I could plug this into a PA where you would just go to a show, not bring an amp, not bring a cab, turn these things on, pump it out to the front of house through the monitors, you're good to go. It's just like, essentially like what you do with a Kemper. When you go to play, it's gonna bring you to your pedal board. But if you hit like I'll hit cab, so now it's bringing me into the settings for the cab. So you can kind of see with this value button, you have all these cabs. You have a bunch of slots you could fill stuff in. I'm assuming, which makes sense, to get like firmware updates and software updates, you could plug this straight into your computer. There's a USB out from 27 to 36. You have empty slots there. And then from 26 down, it's all these cabs. That's pretty cool, right? And you also have like these controls. So this is the distance the microphone is up to the cab, right? And then this is where it is according to the center. Yeah, the mic's getting closer. That's pretty cool. You could pick your cab. Then I'm assuming so let's pick a cool one here. The Blues 112. Let's go Super S. So 1 is the tube setting. This guy. This is pretty cool. So you got EL34. I'm going to go to 6L6. And then 2 is going to be the mic. How many mic options we got here? Ooh, we got a ton. Okay. Trusty old 57. Got a U47, NT1. Okay, now that's just the cab. So I don't even have the amp on. So this is the guitar going straight in, and I'm emulating a cab with all this. That's pretty cool. Okay, fine. Let's pick an amp. So now the amp is on. I'm assuming this is going to be the same roll. So we're going to go value. So these are all different amps. You got 61 amps. Okay. All right, so not only are these amps, so these are all just presets. And, you know, obviously you can set all these. I kind of just want something normal here. Whoa! US Blues. Let's take the presence down, so 5. Let's take the treble down a little bit. So you're seeing how this works. Pretty intuitive. 1 through 6, 1 through 6, all these knobs here. So you see how like jangly that is. That's what you're gonna get from like a digital that it's, you know, compressed. It's digital. But it actually sounds pretty good. And I'm going to save it. Save. Mo 1. You kind of saw how I set the amp up and the cab up. So this is going to be my clean channel. Now, as far as the channels are concerned, you have your 1, 2, and 3 of this quote-unquote like row, right? So you all know how this works. You have pages and you have rows, whatever you want to call them. So I wonder how many pages we have. So if you hit these both, they go up. Right? Down. So there's 100. Jesus. All right, 100 pages. 300 times we could do what we just did. Set God knows what. Way too many things. You know, keep it simple. So this is gonna be this will be my Mo board. So Mo 1 is just gonna be clean, right? So let's see what we got for reverb. How many? Oh, cave. So we got 7 reverbs. Very cool. Okay. Let's do just a room. The hall. Very happy with that clean sound. I'm digging the hall reverb. I'm gonna save it. Save that to Mo 1. Woo! That's pretty. I think, according to this book for these amps, it's like a 65 twin reverb, deluxe, basement, all that stuff. Let's go to 16, the Mesa Mark III Clean. See what we got there. Oh yeah. Woo! It's a little bright, but then again, this is all digital, so that's not bad. So let's save this, and let's go add a distortion. Let's see what we got here. This is nice for like a nice little rhythm distortion. Kind of digging that. That's a good second channel to have. Clean. Rhythm. I think you could dive into, yes, the actual pedal chain. So I'm assuming, yep, okay, value. So you can swap this around. The way I'm reading this is in, out, right? So, yeah, I want my distortion here. My EQ would probably go here. That's not on right now. Delays, effects mode, yeah. And then out to the amp, right? Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. That's pretty cool. So that's just the play button. Play button will kind of bring you back to the board, right? But if you hit it again, you go to your actual entire network of pedals. Let's do like a more distorted channel. Let's see what the default is. Very Pink Floyd. Kind of. Way too hot. Let's see what we got here. So let's kill things one at a time. Now let's go down to the amp. So this is a British 800, which, what is this, number 7? It's a Marshall JCM, okay. I'm just gonna turn this down a little bit. Oh yeah. You know what? If you have a Les Paul, this might work. 412. Yeah, Marshall to Marshall. We'll keep that. Let's see what we got for. Kind of want. This thing's so fun. Let's save that. Let's throw a reverb. Just like a little hint. Let's start a delay. That's pretty nice. Effects and compressions, we have 8. I mean, envelopes are just fun. Like, don't put that in there. You never get anything done. But yeah, essentially you'd set the expression pedal here. This. Huh. Oh, that's pretty cool. Let's do the Crybaby. The Crybaby is the second one. So I bet if I set that here and just save that. Oh yeah. If I go here and set this, calibrate it. There we go. Okay. So, okay. Clean, little dirt. The problem is it started with the expression on, so maybe we want it to start off. Let's see if that saves. Oh yeah, nice. That is so cool. Press it down, it actually recognizes it as like a button press from an expression pedal. Let's add a distortion to it. Okay, I made this a little bit more interesting here. So you got all these, you got your distortions, you got noise gates, which is pretty cool. How many you got? You got 3. That's pretty cool. I need a noise gate for my dog. What are you barking at over there? So that's cool. I don't really need that. And you got EQ. Oh boy. So you got 4 presets here. Pretty cool. EQ, don't need that. And then all these crazy ones. You got, how many here? Oh boy. Phaser. Flanger. Woo, a little tremolo. Nice tremolo. Stutter. Oh yeah. Oh, that's got some. Oh god, what is that? Counting Crows. Murder of One. Oh, I can do a listen to that song now. That's kind of that vibe. Let's do a quicker rate with that one. Very cool. Vibrato, which I could just do on my own, but that's pretty cool. Oh god. Actually, I wonder if I can put the expression of this and do, what is this, mod? Pitch, maybe? Oh yeah. Yeah, but you could set the expression pedal that easily, so that's pretty cool. Let's not use that. That was chaos. Detune, rotary. Nice chorus. Tri-chorus. I like that one. Ring mode. Q filter. Woo! Very cool. High pass, low pass. Slow gear. Don't worry, I won't do it. That one's pretty cool. Lo-fi. Don't know what I'd ever use that for, but it's pretty fun. It's the touch sensitivity is really fun. All right, we're back to one phaser. So in the mod stuff, you got 19, and then delay we've already seen. All right, so let's go to B because I have more of a delay here. Okay, so now we're back in the pedal mode. So you hear that delay, right? So if I want to tap, that doesn't give me anything yet. I have to hit this again to get into this menu. And now it tells me to exit it is this one. To go into control mode is here. That's a whole other thing. But to tap my delay, then I can exit it and I should be on B. So that makes sense, right? I think I told you about the tuner, right? Tuner's there. So, okay, so you can go into rhythm mode, which is probably gonna be a drum beat. You can adjust volume. You can adjust the beats. There's 40 of them. Ah, okay, fusion. You could probably just tap, change the BPM, or you can go to it. You got volume control. Let's save there. Kill it there. I think you can get back out of it right away if you go back to play. So I feel like play is always gonna get you back to your pedal board. But let's go back to this rhythm because I think there's more. Yep. Metronome. All right, so there's a metronome. You get different kinds. 10 different kinds. Oh, okay. They're all different That's pretty cool. Okay. Okay, let's go back to our thing. Then you have a looper, but let me go back here. So if I hit the looper, go back to play. So you could play around with that for a while. That's pretty cool. And then just hold down, clears it. But I love that I love this. You can go to like the actual thing that you want to use. That's very nifty. Play to get out of it. You have your system settings, your input level, which I'm just not going to mess with. Screen brightness. USB audio. Oh, that's pretty cool. Nice little settings there. This is if you want these on or off with your like cab going through or just straight up on. And then your reset. Global EQ. Makes sense. I do not want to mess with that. That's all going to be here. These little guys. Say I'm in this mode. All right, I'm on this little guy. It's just clean. But I want more to it. And this is going to be on the ground, so I'm going to have to do this with my foot. So if I go into here and control, it'll add. It'll add the delay and the distortion. So you could set that globally, I guess, for the control to be like that. Oh, that is really cool. So, all right, so you set that here. That is very cool. Okay, so that's like an extra thing for your one board. That way you don't only have these. So you have this plus your control, this plus your control, this plus your control. That's really cool. All right, I'm gonna hook this thing up to an amp. Right now I'm playing out of a 5150 Iconic, just the head, and I have it going through just like a random cab. And at home I have the same, but the combo, because it has a really nice clean sound. So yeah, all you have to do really is just shut off the amp and the cab on the pedal, because you don't need them, because you got an amp and a cab. And then essentially make sure you save it. Otherwise, when you switch back to it, it's just gonna turn back on. So if you like certain presets, I would just do them again on a different page and do them without the amp and the cab. Or if you know you're gonna play on your amp, just resave all the ones that you made without the amp and the cab. It takes 2 seconds. That's kind of what I did. It's that second patch. So yeah, it's gonna sound a lot better through a real amp. Obviously. doesn't sound this, it's super smooth. I wonder if that wah will work. The wah works really well. Probably should stand up though. Let's do like some of the mod ones. The tri-chorus is pretty cool. You like that, buddy? So yeah, as a pedal, just straight for effects, it's awesome. I like it better than the Line 6 I have, but that thing's old. But even so, this thing's nice and clean. A lot of options.
All right, I'm back here, and I don't have much to add. I mean, Jake really did an in-depth review, and he went through so much of what this unit can do. I mean, in summary, the FME1000 clearly does a lot for the money. And depending on what you're using a multi-effects pedal for, this one might fit your budget and your needs. Jake certainly dived in pretty deep with this pedal, so you should be able to see what it does and, you know, hear the results and make up your mind. So that's it for now. Please add a comment or a question if you have one. Please like the video if you liked it. Please subscribe to the channel because we need more subscribers. And lastly, we'll see you next time.